In business, bigger is better. In American retail, the bigger the store, the more items and services you can sell, and the more money you'll make. Walmart, Target, and Costco have cathedral-like stores that keep growing. Retail is the heartbeat of domestic spending, which drives the American economy. When in doubt, print. But what happens when that consumption spending and money printing finally catches up? I think we're starting to see some of that now. 15% inflation, the highest increase in prices since the 1980s. $8 a gallon for gas in some cities, shipping delays, supply chain problems, labor shortages, other things. We have a semiconductor shortage. Car manufacturers are curtailing output, and used car prices are at record highs, making buying a used car as expensive as buying a new one. There's enough sticker shock just going to the grocery store these days. I'm putting steak in your cart and prices just seem to be getting higher and higher. Throw in the fact that the stock market is now crashing back to pre-COVID prices, and many consumers, myself included, are now looking for discounts and deals in a world that no longer offers any. There is one Fortune 500 company that, despite the supply chain challenges, the labor shortages is 15% inflation, and the rising gas cost that is so committed to giving you a discount that it puts the discount in their name. That company is the Dollar Tree. Welcome to the Financial Flow. Please like and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up on our latest videos. Dollar Tree doesn't rely on any of the usual retail playbooks. There's no bright white lighting or minimalism to the core. No modern sans serif font branding and no marketing to millennials. Instead, the Dollar Tree is focused on one mission: to establish the retail monopoly of low-class America. Dollar Tree's brutal invasion of low-income and rural America has landed them in political trouble. Cities, municipalities, and rural areas in New Orleans, Kansas City, and Alabama have joined to prevent Dollar Tree from opening more stores. From the exterior, Dollar Tree is a fun, innocuous store where you can purchase strange, gimmicky, short-lived things for $1. But inside, it's a cutthroat business empire that understands its best clients are low-income Americans. The firm will do everything it can to suffocate the competition and be the only physically available in low-income communities, small towns, and rural America. Poor Americans buy Dollar Tree's weak products because there's no other store they can afford or is nearby. Let's zoom out first to comprehend Dollar Tree as a corporation. Dollar Tree operates exclusively in North America under two brands, Dollar Tree and Family Dollar, where everything is offered for $1. In response to inflation and growing supply costs, Dollar Tree has raised its price cap by 0.25 cents, so products now cost $1.25 instead of just $1. Dollar Tree hasn't raised pricing in 35 years. Dollar Tree locations average 8,000 to 10,000 square feet, like Trader Joe's or Apple stores. 60% of things offered at Dollar Tree are acquired domestically and 40% are imported from overseas. The premise here is that everything is still created elsewhere, for cheap, and in bulk, whether that's factories in China, Mexico, Taiwan, or India. The only difference here is that Dollar Tree isn't the one working with the factories. Dollar Tree prefers US-based distributors because they directly interact with overseas companies and assist Dollar Tree reduce supply chain complexity and avoid the appearance of being unduly dependent on exports. Dollar Tree sells three main categories. Consumable items include confectionery, food, health, beauty, household supplies, and chemicals. Consumable merchandise has typically generated up nearly 50% of Dollar Tree's annual revenue. The second product category, variety items, includes toys, houseware, presents, stationery, party products, greeting cards, apparel, and blankets. Dollar Tree makes 49% of its sales from variety products. Valentine's Day, Easter, Halloween, and Christmas products are the third product kind. Seasonal items have made roughly 5 to 6% of Dollar Tree's annual total revenue for the past 3 years. There are about $8,000 worth of Dollar Tree stores in the US and Canada, with Texas, Florida, and California having over 600 apiece. Target and Walmart, despite having larger locations, better inventory diversity, a bigger brand and wider consumer base, and higher sales volumes, have unusual stats. Walmart's annual gross margin is 24% with COGS of 76%, while Target's has been stable at 28% with COGS of 72%. Target and Walmart are both huge, profitable anchor tenants. If you're a landlord, acquiring Target or Walmart as an anchor tenant can single-handedly save your shopping complex. You generally want to give them a very generous, cheap, multi-year lease because of how much they bring to the table. But if you're a CPG company and you want to get your products on the shelf of Walmart or Target, you know that's going to unlock massive reach, brand credibility, and consistent revenue because of how much Target and Walmart have to offer suppliers, both in real estate and in products, are more than happy to give them massive discounts in exchange. Despite this dynamic, Target and Walmart can't match Dollar Tree's product costs. 2 to 6% difference in COGS might not seem like much, but in retail, where margins are tight and every penny matters, a single percentage point in any direction is significant. Another aspect to compare here is an expansion target. Walmart and other big retailers are like mammoths. Each store is massive and then clock in at hundreds and thousands of square feet to carry every product someone would want throughout their life. Walmart, Target, and Costco need parking spaces, parking lots, and proximity to major highways for their trucks to easily access and unload cargo, making expansion quite difficult. Because expansion is so expensive, huge retailers open new stores slowly and carefully in large cities or urban regions with high population density and enough daily consumer demand to make that one store successful. Target has opened 58 stores in 3 years, or 19 each year. Walmart has closed 27 US locations in the past 3 years and hasn't opened any more. Dollar Tree opened 700 locations in the same 3 years. The Hare and the Tortoise is an old tale about being faster, more nimble, and lean. Doesn't necessarily beat the slow and steady. Target and Walmart are also significantly ahead of Dollar Tree in technology and online ordering and delivery. Dollar Tree makes up for its size and scale with margin. The average store makes $1.7 million. Dollar Tree's annual gross margin is 30% and its COGS are 70%. Thus, for every $1 product it sells, it makes 30 cents in gross profit. This moral has been applied religiously in retail, along with the rule of thumb that bigger is better, but with 15% inflation, supply chain shortages, record transportation costs, interest rate hikes, and lower consumer spending, Dollar Tree may be the tortoise as the hare has turned to shine. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Have a good one.